Welcome back, students. So here we are now on question 9 of 2023, and we're jumping straight in to multiply out and simplify this algebra. So what we have is we have to multiply out the brackets in both cases and then to group like terms. So here's our plan. Multiply out brackets. That'll be step 1. Okay, group the like terms. And by doing that, then you will obviously simplify into a linear expression in x. Let's go. So we'll multiply the 4x by the 5x. Plus by plus is positive, which is understood. So 4 5s is 20, and x-axis is x squared. Now we have 4x by 4, which is plus 4 4s is 16, and the letters give us x. And we're on here to a minus by plus, which is minus 3x. And careful on this one, a minus by minus is plus 2 3s is 6. Now we're grouping like terms. They're like. Everything else is different, giving us 20x squared plus 13x plus 6. Now we're asked to factorize this. So it looks like the difference of two squares, but we have a little bit of heavy lifting to do first. If we're not too sure about anything, we would say we know the square root of 9 is 3, and we know the square root of 25 is 5. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write it in terms of squares. Now that's the first one done. The second one is 5y all to be squared, so that was tricky. And then we'll use the identity of the difference of two squares. It's not in the tables, so we do need to know this, otherwise you're factorizing, and it's not in the familiar x squared shape or form, so you really do want to be able to apply this identity. Okay, so when you have the difference of two squares, you can take the difference of the bases, which is 3 minus 5y, and multiply that by the sum of the bases, which is 3 plus 5y. And that's it factorized out fully. Okay, we drive on. We're going to write this index expression in this form. Okay, so the base is 5, so we're happy with that first factor. But times 25, well, the 25 can be replaced with 5 squared. There's a multiplication. Let's leave it there. And that 5 squared has all been taken to the power of 3. So replace 25 with 5 squared. By the way, you can put this in your calculator, which I'll do in a moment, and then it'll give us the right answer as well. And then we have 5 to the power of a half, because square root of 5 can be written this way. We'll go on and do a power of a power. You multiply them to get 6. So we have 5 to the 7 times 5 to the 6 over 5 to the half. You apply the addition rule. Let me show you where all those rules are. So it'll be interesting to see, can we figure out what it should say here in the table of contents. Yeah, just below algebra you have indices and logs. So indices are what these are called. They're on page 21. And they're listed down along here. We've applied this rule. We're going to apply this rule in a minute, and we're about to apply this rule here. So if you have a product with a common base, you just add the powers. So we're adding those powers to get 5 to the 13 over 5 to the half. And now we're going to use this subtraction rule here to take half away from 13, giving us 5 to the power of 12.5, but it doesn't want it written that way. It wants 13 minus 0.5 written as a fraction, which is 25 over 2. 25 to the power of 25 over 2. Okay, and indeed 25 over 2 is indeed a rational number or fraction. Now, what else could we have done? Some of you will find that quite challenging. We could have literally filled this into our calculator because there's no letters in it. So you could have gone fraction bar 5 to the power of generally 7. I'm going to put 7 there. Times, no, I come down from the base and now do multiplication, and I can leave it as it is. 25 to the power of 3. I can use the cube button. Advantage of using it means you're already down, you're not left up on the power line, and I can just use square root of 5 here. Hit equal, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, hang on. Okay, unfortunately. Let's try something. Let's see what would happen if I turn that into 5 to the power of 0.5. No. Okay, it's just not able to hold on, or it's just too complicated for it. Yeah. Well, all the better then we know how to use page 21. And that's the answer. Let's see how we're doing. Let's correct our work. We have 20x squared plus 13x plus 6. Correct. We have 3 minus 5y times 3 plus 5y. Correct. And we have 5 to the power of 25 over 2. Correct. Okay. Difficult question, I would say, but we got there. See you in the next one.